Good morning.
Okay.
Okay. איך עבר הלילה בארץ?
כמה פצועים, כאן נפגעים.
באיזה עיר זה היה, הפצועים וההרוגים והנפגעים?
חיפה, בני ברק, תל אביב משהו, פתח תקווה.
It's the same area, yeah. The same.
You know, it's funny, Rabbi Prague. I was at the RJJ dinner last night.
Yeah.
So I sounded very smart because Rabbi Eichenstein did his talk last night was exactly what we learned in the morning. I had the answers to the question before the question.
Yeah. But see, באמת תסתכל טוב, step back ותראה, לא קרה בהיסטוריה דבר כזה, you understand?
No, but he was talking about the same psukim.
כי תבוא מלחמה בארצכם, ותקעתם בחצוצרות ונשעתם בפני השם.
And he went to the Rambam, both places that we studied yesterday. Could you adjust the camera a little bit, please?
Yeah, of course. I have my relatives staying by me. I mean, they're scrambling, they're stuck here. They were on the plane to go to Israel Thursday night. We took them back. So for Shabbat, we had 10 men around the table, 10 families, 4 couples and 3 babies. And the way they look at it, they're stuck here for unknown amount of time. אף אחד לא יודע מתי זה ייפתח.
We hope it's sooner than later, but...
השאלה היא, באמת, no one knows what the aim of Israel is. I mean, because everyone knows that the real nuclear power was not destroyed, yes?
Not yet.
They hope that America will bring the B-52s to drop the bunker buster. Let's look a second, the brachot. It's a waste of the time, we're very short on time. Let's look at Berachot Daf Yud Amud Aleph. Do whatever you want, we're starting to learn. We don't need it, we have to learn, we have to learn. That's why I באמת appreciate it. Mel wants to organize the room. The tables are the same, the chairs are there, the Gemarot are here, what we need is now.
Just in case we have people.
We don't have to. You take this Gemara, it's good for you. Look at Daf Yud Amud Aleph, the 4th line from the top.
Yud Amud Aleph, okay.
Yud Amud Aleph, 4th line from the top.
Thank you, Rabbi. It's all for Rabbi.
Everything on the table is being used. So just open the Gemara the way we have it.
Thank you.
And if you take Berachot Daf Yud Amud Aleph, please open it. Take Berachot Daf Yud Amud Aleph.
We already went over that.
We finish at 8:01, then let's do it for tomorrow. It's always
We already went over this.
And the cake where you remember to do it. Daf Yud Amud Aleph, 4 lines from the top. It's the same type of Gemara.
I got it, but it's written, I can't.
I think that some of them, this might be also. No, because I didn't know. I had
This has been scribed, I can't see anything here.
No, the point is, those people, you know, this is clear.
Thank you. Somebody figure it out. Okay.
The topic that we are going to discuss is this week. We're reading about the Meraglim that Moshe sent. It says, Vayikra Moshe leHoshea b'Dmul Yoshua. Originally, Yoshua was born with the name of Hoshea. Moshe is adding a Yud to his name. Hashem should help you from your friends, from the Meraglim. The question we're going to discuss, can I pray for him that he should do teshuvah? I can pray for myself. I can pray for teshuvah. Teshuvah has to do with free will. What am I praying? He should do teshuvah. This question is raised by the Maharsha. We'll see it in a second. Look at the fourth line from the top.
Why can't you pray for someone to do good?
To do good, I can pray. I can pray.
It's not to Shema.
Because when God created Adam HaRishon and me and you and trillion people since then, Hashem gave me and them free will, yes? The free will is to do good or to do bad. How would my prayer influence him, and him? The Maharsha remains in the question. We'll see in a minute what the Maharsha answers. Look a second on the fourth line on the top. Understand, we can pray at the situation in Israel that less people should be injured. We can pray that Israel will finally find a nuclear place without. So this is the tefillah to help others. Free will has to do with tshuva. And I pray that you should not speak Lashon Hara. Your decision, not my prayers. And I pray that this kid would not go into drugs. It's his decision. This is our question. So
we're praying for something that somebody has free will.
If it's
to go in a direction.
If it's free will, what am I praying? If he prays, Hashem, please help me take away my bad friends. Okay, you can hear it. Look at the fourth line from the top. Anu bilyoneh, tough people, bad people. Zahavu b'shivuvute de Rabbi Meir. They were neighbors of Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir was one of the great Tanaim. Zahavu kamutza rulei tuva. It caused him a lot of problems. As always in society, it was, it is, will be today. But the Gemara says that they really caused him a lot of problems to the point. Have kabai Rabbi Meir rachmei lavayu. Rabbi Meir was praying they should die.
Oh yeah.
Wait, are you in Brachot 10a?
Yes.
Daf Yud Amud Aleph. Daf Yud.
I got it.
Brachot Yud Amud Aleph, where the sixth line from the top. So he was asking, he was praying they should die. I mean,
His wife.
And the wife here comes in the picture.
You got it.
אמרה לברוריה הדביתו, as I said, his wife steps in. She was a very super wise woman. My da'atach, what gives you the right to pray that they should die? משום דכתיב, ייתמו חטאים מן הארץ. The pasuk says that sinners, right, should stop to exist. But the word chataim really refers to the bad doing, not to the people. Mikativ chotim. He doesn't say in the pasuk that the people should die. The bad doing, the terrible things that they do.
So where does it say die? In the first part, it said die. You said
They should stop this.
to exist. So it covers the idea.
מיקטיב חוטאים, חטאים כתיב. ועוד, remember in the story which everyone knows, we're interested in the version of the Maharsha, then we'll go to Gemara in Ta'anit, which is a story that contradicts the Maharsha. Lord, she says to him, Shafil, go, the Sefer Dikra. She says to her husband, even if we would interpret the pasuk the way you interpret, how would you go with the second half of the pasuk? Urashaim odeinam, kevan deitamu chataim, urashaim odeinam. See, she is asking him. The end of the pasuk is saying that if they would stop to do bad, then they would not be around. According to you, the tefillah that David HaMelech is praying they should die, the second half is not necessary. But if they die, obviously they're not around. She says to him, the end of the pasuk proves that the way I interpret it is correct, which is, if you take the bad out of the people, then there wouldn't be wicked people. Those the same people would turn to be. Ella, she is advising him. You hear it our topic. you pray for them, they should change their behavior. Then then the wicked people would stop to exist because they're not Rishayim. He did pray for them, and they changed. Remember, here's an open Gemara that one of the great Tanaim is praying for wicked people, and they change. I open the Maharsha on this page.
So we give the wife the credit for this.
He in the beginning held it differently, and he tried his wife's advice. It's Maharsha and Chidushei Agadot. I'm sure that each print has it slightly different, but דיבור המתחיל חטאים תתים. This is the introduction of the Maharsha. Just look what it says in the back, Daf Yud Amud Aleph. חטאים תתים. ויש לעיין, in the middle, you see the word ויש לעיין. So look in the middle of the page, ויש לעיין. In the middle of the page, there's a
somewhere in here.
But you got me at least on the pay, on the right, you got me in the right city.
Yeah.
Give this to David, I'll see with you. Give it to David, so give it to them, I'll sit with you and do it. Here, David.
I'm still trying to find it.
See better without your glasses.
Close, like this.
ויש לעיין. You have it in the middle of the page, it says ויש לעיין.
It's very small print. Find it yet.
Well, it's small everywhere. ויש לעיין. The last one is the last.
Yeah.
Don't make fun that we can't see the small.
I cannot see it either.
You know it by heart, there's a little difference.
The language is the key word because it's a big topic.
Okay, thank you.
You know, Rabbi Prague,
Yes.
it's interesting when you talked about it, and because I'm looking at the Nikud in the Gemara, and there should be a dot in the tet.
Interesting.
But if you go back to the first capital in Tehillim, it says Ubederech Hata'im, and the question is, why is there a dagesh in the tet?
Yeah. So we in a minute we'll come. Not in a minute, but we'll come back to it. This is what the first chapter of Tehillim. Look, V'yesh la'ayin. Of course, you have to look again till I find it because it's so tiny.
Because it's in the middle of a thin line.
Yes. V'yesh la'ayin b'aseh. The Vadai, listen carefully. This is written 400 years ago. It's not Seulah Shlishit by Baba. Yes, this is the Maharsha. Yes. V'yesh la'ayin b'aseh. בוודאי באדם המבקש רחמים על עצמו להחזירו בתשובה ניחא. If a person realizes I went too far by drinking liquor, too far by eating, too far by women, too far, Hashem, please give me help, let me to come out from the pit. It's fine, ניחא. Listen, ואף אגב, even though the Gemara says in כתובות, הכל בידי שמיים, חוץ מיראת שמיים. The Maharsha is raising a very big philosophical question that we talk. I mean, it's not weird. The Gemara says, הכל בידי שמיים. You woke up in the morning, your day is going to be a good day in business, your car is going to break, you are sick. הכל בידי שמיים, חוץ מיראת שמיים. The free choice is, am I a good man or not a good man? I mean, I'm sure you saw, as I saw yesterday, that one of these left Israelis puts a kippah, and very cute says, Mizmor leTodah Riu LaHashem. It was a moment of clarity. It's against all the odds. Israel expected between 1,000 dead a day or 2,000 each day of the war. Prepared already sites, and we have Hashem Yishmerei, of course we have.
Yeah.
So this even a leftist, if he's not blind, he put Hashem Mizmor Todah, Hashem thank you, fine. So this is Hakol Bidei Shamayim, Chutz Mirat Shamayim. Right? So this is a clear message to even a guy like that. Or the article you gave me yesterday, the New York Times. A guy was captured. The guy was in the festival, which means Gilui Arayot, Shfichut Damim, and Avodah Zarah, and he was captive 542 days. He came Baal Tshuva. The New York Times featured him with the tefillin. He says, I realized that I need something to hold on to. So this, for him, 10 years from now, when he looks back, was terrible, but put him on a new highway. This is your free choice. You're free, not the rabbis, not the babas. You. Says the Maharsha, I understand, I'm praying for myself. Says, הרי אמרו, בדרך שאדם רוצה ללך מוליכים אותו. Hashem says, I'll hold you in your ear. You want to go this highway, here or here. So if I'm praying, Hashem, help me to put me in the right direction, accept it. But he says, וזה המבקש רחמים על עצמו להחזירו בתשובה. If you pray, Hashem, please open my eyes. I would say the fact that you are praying on yourself, you're showing Hashem, I really want to have a real clean bath. I want to have a private mikveh. Show me the way. אבל לבקש רחמים על חברו, but to pray for another person, להחזירו בתשובה קשה. מה יועיל בקשתו? How can my prayers help the other person? האמרינן לקמן, the Gemara says, on page 33, הכל בידי שמיים, חוץ מיראת שמיים. This is, the person has to make a decision. ושאנו מתפללים והחזירנו בתשובה שלמה לפניך. Every day in עמידה, we are praying, החזירנו בתשובה שלמה. רק השיה, שהוא כולל את עצמו, החזירנו means me, you, everyone in the room, everyone in Am Yisrael. So fascinating, is one of the main real commentators of the Talmud. He does give an answer. Means he says, I don't understand the Gemara. I mean, all the commentators are talking about it. So now here I have more Gemarot here. Now
Wait, can't you pray that somebody changes the way of thinking, so they'll start to turn onto the right path, they'll start to see the right path?
No, but this is exactly his
So he
question.
won't
It's-
unless he-
This is his decision. Whether you see, if free will means that I have to wake up in the morning and decide to be nasty today or to be nice and kind, to be honest and dishonest, it's my decision.
But that's Hashem giving you how much he's going to open up the faucet, Rabbi. This is the first time we're having a discussion where you're saying there's limitations on prayer. And that's the part that's very confusing to
On
me.
effectiveness for
To
somebody
the
else.
contrary, you're saying limitations. Certain things you can pray, certain things you can't. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I thought we could pray.
We said that 91% it helps. We're talking about 9%.
In the secular world, say, get the
Every
guy- get the guy
idiot
to see
can
the
go
light.
to rabbis.
Get the
It's
guy to see the
you,
light.
you and only you, but you. This is our question. This is what Tefillah is about. Open, take this. Remember, this is talking about tshuva. We're not talking about refuah. Refuah, you can go to Baba if you feel good about it. Because a prayer is every person. Here it's change me as a person. Yes. Look a second. You have a Gemara Ta'anit. I gave you Gemara Ta'anit.
Gemara Tanit.
Just a second. I think it's Chav Gimel Amud Bet, 23b. This Gemara is, I mean, I saw it last night in two big books. I mean, obviously it's a collection of essays. Yeah, 23b, I'm sorry, 23b. It's Chav Gimel Amud Bet. It's a story I think that some of us heard before. Okay, here. So let me show you where it starts. So really go to Chav Gimel Amud Aleph at the bottom. Go to the most of the story is Chav Gimel Amud Bet. Go to Chav Gimel Amud Aleph at the bottom, 3 lines from the bottom. It's a long story. We are looking for the end of the story, which will tell us the opposite from what the Maharsha is asking. And we have to find a way to understand. Abba Chilkiah, a name of a pious man, Bab Rei de Chonia Me'agel, he was a grandson of Chonia Me'agel. Mitzrich Alma Lemitra, when the world needed rain, Abu Meshadre Rabbanan Legabei, all the rabbis knew we have a real drought. He is the man who can open the heavens. Remember, the rabbis knew that this man in desperate situation, his prayers are going to help.
The grandson of Honi Magal.
Yeah. Zimla Chada, you see 2 lines from the bottom. Zimla Chada, once. Yitzrich Alma Lemitra, there was a real drought. Shadur Rabbanan, the rabbi sent a pair of scholars, Legabei, to ask him, we should pray that the rain should come. Azul Lebeite, they came to his house, they couldn't find him in the house.
He was hiding.
Azul, no. Azul Bedabra, they went out of town. He was walking for someone. He was walking for someone. So the rabbi is walking in the field.
Yeah.
They said hello to him. Listen carefully. Take every point of the story, because at the end, every point that we're going to read now that is strange in our mind is going to be answered. They say hello to him. He didn't answer that.
Oh, because he's working.
He's working every second of his time.
He's not looking at his iPhone.
Which means this is the first answer of the Gemara. People that are real pious, it's not who drives them and how big is the kafia that they wear. Are you honest from A to Z? He says, later he says, I cannot really answer this. You have a milkat tzivi, dara tzivi, umara ktefi. At the end of the day, he picked up some wood to have fire in his house. He took off his jacket or whatever he was wearing and was putting it on the left, and the shovel and the wood is carrying on the right shoulder. Of course, we're going to find out that he borrowed the jacket. He was so poor.
Wow.
So he says, I have no right to ruin it. Yes. Extreme, sincere honesty in him. Kula ucha, the entire way. Lo sayem mesanem. He didn't put his shoes on, he went barefoot. Kimata lemaye, when we got to a waterway, sayem mesanem. He didn't put his shoes on. Of course, they're going to ask him, each one of them, why?
Shoes in the water.
Kimata lehizmi behi. When he came to, they were passing hizmi and higim is thorns or sharp bushes. Dalinu lemane. He picked up his robe, which means that his legs were scratched instead of the garment. He's going to tell them, my legs are going to heal.
The
My
garments
garment
can't put back
cannot
together.
go back. He didn't have 6 suits like that. Okay, fine. Meantime, they are walking with him. Kimata lemata, okay, they finally got to town. Nafka dvitu leapei, his wife came to greet him. Kimikashta, she was dressed nice with makeup. Okay, remember every detail we're going to find out. Kimata lebeite, he came to the house. Alat Dvitu Bereisha, he let his wife go in first, the Hadar, and then he came and
Sounds like he went through a war, the rabbi here. He took no
as
shoes.
Marai is telling
scratch.
you, what righteous people are, not people with pictures in the papers that sit up and being driven by others. Let's see. A man that is asking God for rain and the rain is coming. Let's see. No, but this is the point of the Gemara. Obviously, the Gemara would not tell us all these
So
details.
she went in the house first and then.
V'adar Ayla Rabbanan. She is first, he follows his wife, and the rabbis. Okay. Yativ v'karich Rivta, he had a hard day. He has, karich Rivta means he has a piece of bread, and whatever he had with it, yeah? Not a cowboy steak, neither mayonnaise. ולא אמר לו לרבנן, he didn't invite them, please come join me. Of course he didn't have that. Tu bruchu. Palag rifta leyanuka, he cuts the bread, he gives a piece to the young kid. Palag rifta leyanuka, לקשישה חדה ולזוטרת לה. To the young kid he gave more than the older one. Okay, remember, we are focusing on him and they are observing all
His actions.
now he's whispering to his wife. It's a good, okay, it's a, but Feisty, you can imagine.
So we have
that
two
that's
observers and we have a family of mother.
Exactly,
husband, wife, and a child.
Exactly.
That's what we're dealing with. And they're observing this.
Amar
Oh, I
la,
thought it was one child.
Amar la Letvitu, he says to his wife, he whispers to his wife, why are they coming to visit me? Yadana leRabbanan, mishum mitrakat, they are coming because they want me to pray. Let me and you go on the roof and pray for rain. This way, he wouldn't look when the rain, he knows that the rain is going to come when he's asking for it. This way, they wouldn't say, oh, you're Baba, you're Rabbi. This way,
Let
it's
the wife
raining,
and him
where you coming from?
Oh, without them having to ask.
But this is the point. He says, I understand, but why did they come to me at the end of the
And he's
day?
doing it with her.
And
He
he
doesn't want to be the
knows
only one.
he and she are going to play. Yes.
Right. So it takes the attention off of him.
And in a minute you'll see that she is much stronger. His prayers are much stronger than his.
Yeah.
Okay. So he leaves the two rabbis there, his two children
the
are
kids
reading,
there.
he and his wife goes to
Go
the
up the
roof.
roof.
נעסק לאיגרא וליביירח, אפשר, maybe, למרצה הקדוש ברוך הוא, maybe God would listen to our prayers, וייתם מיתרא, it's going to rain, ולא נחזיק טיבותא לנפשי, this is the key.
Yeah.
No one would say, well, look at them, they brought the rain. Okay, because you realize it's going to rain before they ask me so. Anyway, listen carefully now. Sakule Igra, they left the meal, went up to the roof. Kamu bechad zavita, he stands on one corner. Ve'i bechad zavita. Let's say he's on the east, she's on the west, or vice versa. Kadim Saluk Anane, the clouds of the rain came faster from her side than his side. Kadim Saluk Anane, Nahach Zavita Devita. The meantime, before he comes down, the rain, Kilachit, now he comes back, Amar Lehu, he says to the rabbis, Amayatu Rabbanan, as if he doesn't know.
What are you here for?
What are you here for? Amule, Shadra Lan Rabbanan, Legabe Dema. We were sent to you, Lemibai Rachme, you should pray on us, Amitra. Amar Lehu, thank God you don't read my prayers, it's already. אמרנו, ברוך המקום שלא הצריך אתכם רב אחר, כי thank God that you don't need me, because it's raining. So they are telling him, who are you kidding?
So they knew the whole story.
They realized after he left, by the way it's raining, they understood it, he went up to אמרו לידעינן דמיטרא מחמת מהו, we understand this because
We did it.
אלא למה, now they're going to ask him every detail of the story, and we are
Why did you do
learning.
this? Why did you do that?
But we are learning. The last question would be, how come the rain, the clouds came from the
For her.
west side, not there? The answer would be, you'll see in a minute. Ela leima lanmar hanemile de tmiala. Answer the question. We have many questions in the journey from the field till here. My ta'ama ki yahivna lemar shlama. How come when I said hello to you? Lo asbar lanmar, after you did not
Let somebody else's time.
said hello. Amaru sachiri, I'm paid by the hour, by the minute. Amina, and I said, Lo yifla, I have no right to.
Talk to you.
ומאי טעמה דר אמר ציבי אחת כתפי וגלימה אחת כתפי. How come the jacket he placed on one side of it, one shoulder, וגלימה אחת כתפי? אמר לו טלית שאולי באו לדסת my garment. לאחי שאלי, they gave me permission to wear it while I'm walking in the field.
Yeah.
ולאחי לא שאלי, I didn't borrow it to put merchandise on it. Third question. My ta'ama kula urcha los shoes, right? My ta'ama
Shoes, the
kula
shoes,
urcha
right?
right. My ta'ama kula urcha los saya ma masani. You didn't put your shoes. Chimata lemaya saya masani. How come by the water you did put it? Amar lehu kula urcha chazina. As I walk, I watch. Do I have a stone? Do I have a snake? Do I have anything? So I don't need my shoes. The Maya, when I'm walking in the water, I cannot see. So I'm putting my shoes. My Tama, Kimati Mali Izmi, when you came to the thorns, the Higi, two types of thorns, Dalinu Lemane, you picked up your garment. Amar Lehu, Ze Ma'ale Arucha, Ze no Ma'ale Arucha. If I'm being scratched, it's going to heal. But if my garment has a scratch, I mean, imagine how poor he was. Yeah, ripped. My ta'ama kimat amar lemata hakam when we reached down, nafka dvitu de mahal kimikash. Why did your wife come out? Put together. Amar lehu, I mean, it's my back like this, if you understand the picture. He says, אמר לו כדי שלא אתן עיניי באישה אחרת. After a hard day, I might see a beautiful woman, I might look at her. This way my wife is pretty, my wife is there. I mean, you know the beauty of this is, he's a righteous man that the world stands on him. And he knows reality. You can see a beautiful woman.
It'll still affect him.
And it's, so my wife is there this way.
To
Shows he's human.
What?
give him some pleasure.
He understood that he's human. We like to fool ourselves that we are holy. He knows I'm holy, the holy, and he knows who he is, but I'm human also. And I have to be very careful.
And the wife made her, was there
also
some
she-
language in the front where you told us just
She
you,
was made
that
up.
she made, right, that's what I want to ask.
She was dressed nice.
It says mikashta.
It said it, that's what I meant.
It
One
said-
word.
Mikashta.
No, I know you embellished the
My
word,
time,
but I was
right.
it said it here.
My ta'ama, Aylat Ibereisha, Vadar Ayel Mara Batra. How come she went in first? You second, we are third. Vadar Aylina Nanan.
You shouldn't follow,
Amar
women. You're not
lehu.
supposed to follow women.
No, Mishum Delo Dictory. I don't know if you're honest or not. To walk after a
oh, you
don't know
woman.
I'm not gonna
you
leave her
Alright,
there
we're
with
these
you guys.
strangers.
No, but it
He's like a shield.
takes you understand, the
Consideration,
man is
seeing
holy
everything.
of holiest, the world is
Yeah.
resting on him, and he's
I know who
realistic.
you guys are.
I respect you, you're very nice, I would smile to you, but I'm not sure who you are. My ta'ama ki karich ma'rifta, lo amar lan eitu kuchu. Why did you invite us to the table? Said you should have a fisher, rifta, I don't have enough bread. Amina, לא החזיק ברבנן, ציוו אותה בחילת. Listen to the chili, I mean,
What's
say to you like this. You would realize that I don't have enough bread. If I invite you, you politely would say no. I say, wow, that's so nice. I don't want you to think that I really wanted to invite you.
Yeah, it's fake invitation.
You want to be a phony?
The man is honest from A to
You invite
Z.
somebody who you know is gonna
Please
be
come to
away.
the wedding.
Well, you know they're
There's
gonna
a
be away.
Panama. Come, please, would you like you?
So where did we get the disinvite on this language here? come, but you didn't, I'm not inviting
No,
you.
No,
you
he
know,
didn't
he's
invite
ex-
him to the
he's
table.
ex-
He's
they're sitting around the
Why didn't we
table,
didn't sit
but they
down?
didn't say, please join us, and of course politely they will
Why
say.
they were
no.
observing?
No,
we
wait,
didn't
no,
give
I'm
them
just
a
wondering
seat.
where the verbiage.
It's not a
I'm
sketch.
trying to get the verbiage, that's all.
Not a sketch, yeah.
So he left them standing in the
Keep
court.
walking.
He left them standing while the
A
family.
million times to get an invitation to the wedding, and the guy says, I wish you, I wish you would answer no, but I have to invite him anyway.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
My time, how many times are we coming because we really want to make him happy?
Many
For
times,
so-
many times.
Many times, sometimes for social reasons.
Rabbi Prague, I don't want to tell you, but it's 8:02.
In a second, today,
Finals.
my finals, I can be 5 minutes late.
Oh,
But the
good.
minute I come in, all the boys will be around me anyway. My time,
Finals.
יעיב מר לינוקה קשישה חדה, רבתה ולזוטרת ל... How come you give the younger kid more than the older kid?
Mm.
אמר לו,
He
היי,
needs it.
קאי בביתה, היי יתי בבית לישתא. This one learns in shul, and this one is in the house. Now, this is the key. This is why we read the story, but tomorrow continue. Listen to this now. ומאי טעמה קדים סלוק אננה מאח זוויתה. How come the clouds, the rain clouds came first
For your
from the
wife.
side of your wife? וקיימה דבי to the mar, לאננה דידי. Two answers. Number one, משום דאיתתא שכיחה בביתה. She's home all day. When poor people knock on the door, she gives them bread and they can eat right away. ואהבת ריבתא לה, she gives them bread. ומקרבה הנייתה, and they right away eat. וענה, when they come to me, I give them money. Money, they have to go to the bakery. You know this? So it's because she is giving them bread and they can eat right away. הזכויות are bigger. Now is the punchline that we started today. Inami, listen to this now. Anu birione de abu b'shivevutanu. We had thugs, neighbors. And they caused us a lot of problems. Ana, I wanted to pray the Shaddai. Vehi, she told me, and no, she didn't tell me, Vehi, by Rachman, she prayed, they should do teshuvah, and they changed completely. So this Gemara,
She
this
prayed.
Gemara is the
Yeah, we
opposite
told
of
her
the
he did.
Maharsha.
Just tells you, right.
It says, I prayed, they
I
should
know,
die.
I know.
She prayed, they should do
How did
teshuvah.
her prayers have an effect
So the
on
punchline is the end.
The punchline is there. So this is against the Maharsha.
Yeah,
The
but it says
Maharsha
you can't change
wonders.
somebody else's.
The Maharsha wonders how can Rabbi Meir pray for the thugs to change. And here's the open Gemara. Tomorrow we'll talk about it.
Wow.
Someone
so
help me, I wanna do the
interesting.
tables now. We should do it now.
Well,
Guys,
this
give
is
me-
well, this is chesed. This is a very-
No, the rabbi already killed me this morning.
I didn't
Let's
kill.
do it.
I didn't kill you. I said we coming to them.
We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it now. Can I do it now, Rabbi, or not?
Tomorrow morning.